This video will go over how to evaluate health information on the web. It's called the CARBS evaluation, and we use 5 criteria to evaluate whether something is accurate and reliable that you are reading or if you're buying on the internet. The CARBS acronym stands for Currency, Authority, Relevancy, Biased, and Supported. So let's look at those 5 criteria. The first criteria is C for currency. How old is the information that you're reading? When was the blog or article posted? Was it updated? Articles or blog posts should be less than 10 years old. And this refers to the information you're reading. We'll talk about the references when we get to the S for supported criteria. A stands for authority. Who is the author? Is the person an authority in the field? So you're looking for the author having a degree in the area that you are reading about, for instance, nutrition, exercise science, fitness, or psychology. So you're going to look for credentials like RD, a registered dietitian, or licensed dietitian, a bachelor's of science, a master's degree, or a PhD in the areas that they are writing about. This is a key criterion, so star this. Health journalists are not authorities. If the author that is writing the article or blog post has a BS in English or journalism, they are not an authority in the area, and that therefore wouldn't pass the CARBS evaluation. Relevancy applies to the topic at hand. Is the majority of the article or blog post that you're reading talking about the topic that you are interested in? Biased or factual? This one is tricky. Most sites have some inherent bias, but you're looking for whether or not the article or the author gives both sides of the story. Are they selling a product? Or is the author paid to do research by a company selling the product? And did they clarify that? Do you see lots of advertisement? Do the links in the article or blog post take you to an outside source or to a source within that website? So generally when that's happening, the information may be biased. The last criterion is very important. It is a key criterion along with the author criteria. Is the article or website backed by evidence-based science? And are there links that take you to those articles directly? And the evidence-based science we're looking for are peer-reviewed or refereed journals like the Journal of American Medical Association, American College of Sports Medicine, the Journal of Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics. These aren't the only refereed journals. I'm just giving you an example. So where the references are coming from is of utmost importance. You can also look at how old the references are. Hopefully you will see one or more that is current within the last 10 years, although sometimes that may not be the case depending on the topic that you're talking about. For instance, high blood pressure is considered to be 140/90. That hasn't changed. An author may cite a book or an article from 20 years ago, but what has changed is some of the degrees, like pre-hypertension. So the key for supported is that the references are peer-reviewed, that there's evidence-based science involved in what the author is saying. It's nice to have current references, but as long as the author is reliable and the evidence in the S for supported are peer-reviewed links and information, then it would pass the CARBS evaluation. A website or an article should pass all 5 criteria. The key criterions, authority and supported by evidence-based science, are the 2 most important. And sometimes you might not be able to tell if the website is biased or factual, and I would still pass the article or website. Any website that ends in .gov or .edu automatically passes the CARBS test. So when you're out there researching, you can put that clarifier in and not have to worry whether or not your article or website is accurate or reliable. You can also use library databases, and I've linked some here that will also pass the CARBS evaluation or the CARBS test as well. So in summary, an article or website usually has accurate and reliable information if it passes the CARBS evaluation, the 5 criteria, specifically who wrote the information, the authority, and is it supported by evidence-based science.